AWS Amplify is a set of tools that brings the power of AWS to front-end web and mobile developers. With Amplify, you can enable data storage, authentication, file storage, host your app, or even add AI or ML to your front-end web or mobile application. Amplify supports iOS, Android, Flutter, React Native, or web development, and integrates with popular JavaScript frameworks like Vue, React, and Next.js. You can use only the tools you need in an existing app, or use them all together in a new one. Build your app's backend. You can use Amplify to develop your app's backend resources. Instead of needing to research individual AWS services, you can enact common use cases in a few clicks or a few commands. Let's say you want to add data to a new project. Amplify Studio enables you to configure backend data for your application in clicks. You can also configure authentication in Amplify Studio. If you're more comfortable using a command line interface, you can also start from there. Either way, your workflow is forwards and backwards compatible. AWS Amplify scales with you. Unlike traditional backend-as-a-service offerings, AWS Amplify allows developers to leverage the breadth of AWS services and tools as their apps evolve. When you build your app backend with Amplify, it automatically generates the underlying business logic and deployment code so that developers can extend their app with custom business logic. Build and connect your front-end UI. With AWS Amplify Studio's visual development environment, you can easily build an app backend, app front-end UI, and bind the two together in clicks. Instead of writing front-end component code from scratch, you can quickly choose from dozens of UI components for popular features, such as registration forms, lists, buttons, and news feeds. These UI components are also available within Figma, so your UX designer can customize them, and they can be imported into Studio as clean React code. Whether you are creating a new application or connecting to an existing AWS project, you can use the Amplify libraries to integrate your AWS resources into your front end. These libraries reduce the lines of code you need to write and cloud skills you need to know, saving valuable time. You could use the with Authenticator React component to add auth to your app. You can use the JS libraries to pull data from your API. Or you can list your files stored with Amazon S3 from an iOS app using the iOS libraries. These libraries aren't limited to Amplify provisioned resources. If you already have images stored on your Amazon S3 bucket, you can just use the S3 image component to render your image on the page. Ship your app. In order to deploy your cloud resources, you run Amplify Push. If you want front-end hosting, you can use the Amplify console. You can automatically redeploy on every commit. You can use Amplify's front-end hosting for any static site or an SSR Next.js app, even if you don't have an Amplify backend. AWS Amplify is a flexible set of tools and services that grows with you. From a full-stack front-to-back solution to front-end hosting, or building and integrating UI components with your AWS resources, Amplify gives you what you need when you need it.